Welcome to the podcast of School Beyond Limitations. In this podcast, you will learn how to guide your child through their school life with the intention to help them find their unique essence that will allow your daughter, your son to live a fulfilled and meaningful life. What is the difference between traditional schools and School Beyond Limitations? My name is Dr. Martina Geromin. I'm the co-founder, CEO, and designer of the school model of School Beyond Limitations. If you would like your son, your daughter to live a fulfilled and meaningful life, then this may be the right channel for you. So what is so different between SBL and traditional schools? Let's start with a traditional school. So what are traditional schools catering for? In the first place, I think traditional schools are based on a rigid curriculum. The attention focuses on content, on information. I don't even call it knowledge. It's information that students are meant to learn for tests, and they are bulimically kind of intaking the notions in order to reproduce all the notions that they have learned in a fast way for standardized testing. Standardized testing has become a measure that is basically governing traditional schools, and not only traditional schools. And what happens with that is that we focus, and the traditional schools mainly focus on the development of the brain, but in a more passive way, because it's not the creativity necessarily that is in the forefront of the attention. It's more the reproduction of what the students are supposed to learn. And basically, on the outcome of the tests, students get feedback, but on the basis of a grade. So what does that mean? They also, as it is standardized, they compare one another on the basis of the grade, whether they have been really very good at reproducing what they have learned and studied. There is no such thing, and I don't want to say it's never, but many times, and if we talk to students that come to School Beyond Limitations, and if we also remember well how our own upcoming was during school times, then we realize that the students basically they do not have any connection to what they are learning at times, because they are just meant to do it without any meaning for doing it. So they basically become passive learners. I mean, they do actively learn what they need to intake, but passive in a sense that they don't connect with the content, and that doesn't allow for creativity to come to the surface. And it's also based on competition, as I said before. And competition takes also students very often, and human beings very often, away from what they really have within themselves. And that takes me already to what we are doing at School Beyond Limitations. And since we are at the moment, we celebrate our anniversary, and is a kind of an achievement. And for this anniversary, a number of students wrote to me, and one specific student wrote to me the following text, which I would like to read out now, because I think this is really extremely valuable, what he's saying. So he says, "Congratulations, Martina. I'm more than just happy to see SBL grow over the years. It has been a pleasure to be part of this community, and I can't thank SBL enough for the opportunities it provided me. All I can do is show gratitude, not only for myself, but also supporting all the other students. I don't think, wish, or hope, but I know if SBL doesn't walk away from its values, it will be offering service all around the world for a long, long time. And its system of education will be practiced everywhere, as it is awakening and not enslaving like the traditional schools. It is indeed special, for it brought many successes, people of talents, and created a community. Besides education, SBL provides unity, bonds, love, and several other valuable things which traditional schools failed to provide. Thank you and all the community members for everything. SPL rocks. So here we see the gratitude flowing out. And first and foremost, I think what is mentioned as a big difference from the traditional school is that SPL doesn't only nurture the mental aspect, the academic, the intellectual aspect of a human being. We are really nurturing and nourishing every aspect that is, that a human being is made of. And that's the social aspect, that's the psychological aspect, that's the emotional aspect, that's also the physical aspect. And last but not least, the spiritual aspect, because we always say we are more than this body, we are more. And very often we can experience that, we sense it. And so, what he also mentioned, due to all the holistic education, we allow for students to see opportunities maybe that they wouldn't have seen elsewhere or otherwise. And he also mentioned the word awakening. It's really about awakening, awakening beyond this limited self that we are. We are more than that, because if we really feel, that each and every person, if living up to their essence, and this is also what this student was talking about, the talents, the essence that each and everyone brings along. If we are living up to that, then we realize that each person is very valuable and each person contributes to a bigger picture, and that creates unity instead of competition, that creates the understanding that we do actually contribute to something, that where each and everyone should be bringing their gift into the context by appreciating oneself in the first place. And I said it already a number of times. It's about the appreciation of oneself, but also about the appreciation of the other person and of the group. And that allows us to get into an energy of appreciation, of gratitude, as this student was saying. And when we are doing that, then there is an underlying, and I don't want to even call it emotion, because that's the underlying energy that basically lifts everything and connects everything we are all doing. And it's love. It's love for what we are doing. It's love for what we are. It's love for what the other people are. It's love for new ideas. It's love for opportunities. It's love for what life actually allows us to experience. It's love for evolution. It's love for growth. It's love for the learning zone instead of keeping ourselves remaining in the comfort zone. So it's love for just living a fulfilled and meaningful life, because that allows us to find the why. And our students, they find their why, especially if we really allow for the space to be there, and for the magic to evolve. And that happens if we collaborate all together, parents and students and facilitators and school alike. And then this is reachable. And this is what we are doing at School Beyond Limitations on a daily basis. We really believe that this is the big distinction between traditional schools and School Beyond Limitations. And if you would like your child to grow as a holistic person, if you would like your child to really, pursue their path on the basis of their unique essence, by knowing that this is feasible, that there is the possibility of, and the opportunity of actually bringing their gift into this reality for the benefit of themselves, but also for the benefit of others, then you may want to get in touch with us, and then we may start, the learning journey together. And I will leave the website in the description, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know you soon in one of our conversations. At School Beyond Limitations, we support our students find their unique essence. Feel free to share the content of this podcast with other parents. We are here to show that your children can, indeed, bring their unique essence into life. So, reach out to us if you think that this is what you'd like your daughter, your son to experience, or apply through our website. Also, leave your comments, your questions, or your review about the podcast. Share it with others. And, as you know, sharing is caring.